I recently started listing my designs on print-on-demand services, and something that really stood out to me when doing research is just how much mommy wine culture memes and messaging there is. Like, you know the drill: a wine glass that reads mom juice, a baby onesie that says mommy needs a break. I whine because my kids whine. So we laugh, we repost, we pour. But have you ever considered that this all might be a huge scam, and alcohol doesn't make motherhood easier or more fun? Look, I'm not a saint. After all, I'm actually a big wine lover myself. I used to reliably have some every weekend, if not more frequently, and then I decided to stop. And as of now, I've been alcohol-free for over 3 months. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. And the wildest part is that I actually don't miss it. And I thought I would, because I genuinely like taste of wine. And I thought weekends without wine would have one less thing to look forward to. But honestly, that didn't happen. If I'm honest, I was probably drinking because it helped motherhood feel less monotonous. Especially when you're staying at home with the kids much of the time. Having something special like a glass of wine on a Friday can give you that feeling like, oh, today's different, it's the weekend. And if you think about it, it's just absurd, because there are like 50 million other things you could be doing instead to honor the weekend. And yet here we are, this is what our culture celebrates. It's that idea that you have a little bit and you get to experience joy, lightness, and laughter instantly. But let's be real, how often does it actually play out like that? Most of the time, alcohol is just a small temporary buffer between us and the chaos, and at the end of the day, or the bottle, the dishes are still there. The mental load is still running, and now you're just more tired and sluggish. The lift always comes with a crash that is invisible, inevitable, but very real. Another sneaky trope in mommy wine culture is you deserve it. After a long day or week of parenting, the drink is sort of framed as your special grown-up reward. But let's think critically. Would you give this kind of advice to a friend? Oh, so you're exhausted, overstimulated, and undersupported? Hey, just have this thing. It will make you feel better for a very short while, but then you will sleep horribly and feel a tinge of anxiety tomorrow. Ta-da! It would sound absolutely absurd, and yet this is exactly what alcohol does. In fact, it has so many intertwined negative effects that the best way I can describe it is something that a lecturer at uni said once, and it really stuck with me. If alcohol was a new substance just discovered today, it would never, ever has been approved for widespread consumption. It wouldn't have been legal to just go and buy it in store. And I'm not here to fearmonger, but it's absolutely true. And I think that this thought really helps put the you deserve it babe trope into perspective. And here is another related hard truth. Alcohol doesn't actually improve anything. People often feel like, oh, it will help me mingle better, or it will make me less overwhelmed or more creative. Yet, according to science, alcohol literally makes everything worse. It dampens your creativity, it shortens your temper, it reduces the sharpness of your mind. Yes, it may help you feel off duty for a moment, but it's no substitute for support, or rest, or fun, or freedom. It's all fake. Personally, once I made a radical step to step away from alcohol completely, I started asking myself the real questions. Like, what would actually make me feel better? What do I actually need to decompress, not just forget temporarily about my problems? And how can I find glimmers and actually create a life that I don't want escaping from? And these things don't have quick fixes, but they are actually making meaningful difference, unlike that yummy bottle of red. Another thing that many people who consume alcohol regularly can relate to is that having dedicated wine o'clock actually adds to the mental load, because it's a mind-altering substance you need to plan around, and it's also addictive on all levels of consumption. You don't have to be passed out, blacked out on the floor to be dependent on alcohol. Once you stop being mentally anchored to wine o'clock, being that Friday night or every night, etc., you will find probably that you feel much freer, not the other way around. And your fear of fun and joy being sucked out will most likely not come true. And let's also not ignore an elephant in the room. Just who benefits from all of this? Mommy wine culture is deeply rooted in marketing. Booze companies see exhausted moms and build campaigns specifically around this feeling of, oh, just have this glass of rosé and you will instantly feel lighter. You're miserable? Buy this drink. Want a laugh? Buy a wine-themed baby onesie. And I think we actually need to have a hard look at all of this and be angry. This manufactured mommy wine culture wants us to believe that alcohol can somehow make our lives better. Except it can't. It's a decoy. It doesn't make motherhood more fun. It just makes some moments more blurry. It doesn't lighten any load. It just postpones it and often adds to it. And most certainly it does not at all make us better moms. Instead, how about we try the boring stuff that actually works? Like, support, sleep, hobbies, in any order, in any amount you can get. Also, just knowing that admitting you're not coping doesn't make you a bad parent. It makes you human. And look, no, I'm not actually pledging to stay alcohol-free my entire life, but at the moment I don't have any desire to drink, and I will continue reaping the benefits of it. If you are curious about potentially reducing your alcohol consumption or even trying a sobriety lifestyle, I will pop a book that I really like in the description. And for more hot takes on motherhood, watch this next video, you won't regret it.